Hello, my dear student. Today we will handle the definition of budget and also the strategies of budgeting. So let's handle the definition of budget. You should concentrate on the following definitions. It's a forecast of the year financial results. It's a forecast of the year's financial result. We may also define it as a plan of the year's work. It's a plan of the year's work. It also could be an expression of upper management's objectives and priorities. It's an expression of upper management's objectives and priority. It also could be a control and measurement tool. It's a control and measurement tool. All of the above could be the definition of budget. So we can or we may define it as a forecast of the year's financial results. The financial results of the year. It's a forecast of the year's financial results. A plan of the year's work. It also an expression of upper management's objectives and priorities. It's a control and measurement tool, all of the above. So again, you should concentrate on the definition of budget. It could be a forecast of the year's financial results, a plan of the year's work, an expression of upper management objectives and priorities, a control and measurement tool, all of the above. You should concentrate on this definition is very important. The definition of budget. After handling the definition, you should know that we have two strategies of budgeting. We have two strategies of budgeting. So budgeting strategies are top-down budgeting and bottom-up budgeting. We have two strategies. Top-down, we begin from the top, from the upper management. It's called top-down. We start from the top-down budgeting. Bottom-up is the vice versa, is the opposite. So top-down budgeting, we have 3 steps. The first one is a company's upper management establishes specific financial goals such as revenue, profit, and expenses. Again, company's upper management establishes a specific financial goals such as revenue and profit and expenses. The second step, department heads develop budgets that support management's priorities and allow them to meet its goal. So after our management, this is the top, then department heads. Step number 2, department heads develop budgets that support management's priorities and allow them to meet its goal. Step number 3, management reviews the departmental budgets and works with the department manager to finalize them, to finish the budget. Okay, so top-down budgeting, we begin from upper management, then department heads, then management reviews the departmental budget and works with the department manager. They work together to finalize them, to finalize them related here to the budgets. Again, budgeting strategies, it's a top-down budgeting. A company's upper management establishes specific financial goals such as revenue, profit, and expenses. Also, department heads develop budgets that support management's priorities and allow them to meet its goal. Management reviews the departmental budgets and works with the department managers to finish them. This is the first strategy. We have also a second one. It's called bottom-up budgeting. It's called bottom-up budgeting, starting from department managers. Department managers prepare budgets that reflects the needs and the goals of their departments. So here we start from the department manager, not from upper management like the top-down budgeting. Here, department managers prepare budgets that reflect the needs and goals of their department. Number 2, upper management reviews and consolidates the departmental budgets to create an overall company budget. Upper management reviews and consolidates. Consolidates means support, okay, the departmental budgets to create an overall company budget. Number 3, management directs departments to modify their budgets as needed to meet the company's objectives. Number 3, management directs departments to modify their budgets as needed to meet the company's objectives. You should, before we handle or go to another point, you should focus on the definition of budget. It has 3 definitions, and also you should know the strategies of budgeting. We have 2 strategies. We have top-down, starting from upper management, and we have bottom-up budgeting starting from department manager. You should know the difference between the 2 strategies. Now, we will handle section number 2, conversation. We took the first conversation, conversation number 1 in the previous lecture. Today we will handle conversation number 2, describing work. It's about the description of work. We have a conversation between Jason and Andrea. Jason asks Andrea, "Where do you work, Andrea?" "I work for Thomas Cook Travel." "Oh, really? What do you do there?" "I'm a guide. I take people on tours to countries in South America like Peru." "That sounds interesting." "Yes, it's a great job. I love it." "And what do you do?" "I'm a student. I have a part-time job too." "Oh, where do you work?" "In a fast food restaurant." "Which restaurant?" "It's Hamburger Heaven." So here again we have a conversation between 2, Jason and Andrea. They are talking about their jobs. The first one, which is Jason, asks Andrea, "Where do you work, Andrea?" So when you want to ask about the place your friend works for, you should ask, "Where do you do, and Daria. I work for Thomas Cook Travel. Oh, really? What do you do there? I'm a guide. I take people on tours to countries in South America like Peru. That sounds interesting. Yes, it's a great, I love it. And what they do, I'm a student, I have a part-time job too. Oh, where do you work? In a fast food restaurant. Which restaurant? It's Hamburger Heaven. We have exercise number 1. Let's complete the following conversation. What? Yeah. What? You. What do you do? What do you work? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? So here, what do you do? I'm a student. I study business. And where do you go to school? Where do you go to school? I go to Jefferson College. Do you like your classes? How do you like? How do you like your classes? I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. We have another conversation. A. What Kanya do? What does Kanya do? She's a teacher. She teaches mathematics at a school in Bangkok. And what about Somsak? Where does he work? He works for an electronics company. Does he do exactly? What does he do exactly? He's a salesman. He sells computer equipment. He sells computer equipment. So, conversation of work, asking about the place, asking about the nature of your job, asking about how do you love your job. Now, we will move to section number 3, reading comprehension concerning materials. Concerning materials, let's read together. Materials. A material is what something is made of. Material is what something is made of. There are 5 basic materials. We have 5 basic materials. We have 5 essential materials. Most things are made with these materials. Some things are made of metal. Some things are made of glass. Some things are made of wood. Some things are made of cloth. And some things are made of plastic. So we have metal, we have glass, we have wood, we have cloth, and also we have plastic. There are some other materials, but they are not used as much as these 5 materials. There are some other materials, but they are not used as much as these 5 materials. Let's talk about metal first. Metal is very heavy and it's very hard and strong. It usually feels cool if you touch it. We use metal to make lots of things. We use it for forks and knives. We use it for keys. We use it for cars. We use it for these things because it's very strong. Next, let's talk about glass. Glass is very smooth. It feels cool to touch. It's not as heavy as metal. It's hard, but it's not strong. It breaks very easily. Then why do we use it? We use it because it's clear. You can see through glass. That's why we use it for windows. That's also why we use it for glasses. Now, let's talk about wood. Wood is lighter than metal and glass. It's not as strong as metal, but it's much stronger than glass. We use wood to make lots of things. Things made from wood are usually light and hard and strong. Chairs, tables are made of wood. Pencils are made from wood. Chairs and tables are made from wood. Pencils are made from wood. Now let's talk about cloth. Cloth is very light. It's much lighter than wood and it's very soft. We use cloth to make lots of things. For example, it's used to make clothing. It's used to make blankets. Last, let's talk about plastic. Plastic is also very light, but it's different from cloth. Sometimes it's soft and sometimes it's hard. Plastic can be used to make thin plastic bags. These are light, soft and strong, but plastic can also be used to make bicycle helmets. These are light, hard and strong. A helmet and a bag seem different, but they are both made from plastic. Let's answer the following questions. Which sentence from the passage best describes the main idea? Number A, we use cloth to make lots of things. Metal is very heavy. There are 5 basic materials. Helmet and the bag seem different. The general idea here is number C. There are 5 basic materials. Number 2, according to the passage, which of these things is a material? According to the passage, which of these things is a material? Chairs, clothing, windows, and wood. Number D, wood. The answer is number D. According to the passage, how does glass feel? Smooth and cool, warm and soft, light and hard, sharp and heavy. The first one, it's smooth and cool. Let's see here. When we talk about glass, it's very smooth and it feels cool. So the answer in number 3 will be A, smooth and cool. According to the passage, how does glass feel? Smooth and cool. Number 4, in paragraph 4, the passage says wood is lighter than metal and glass. What's the main purpose of this sentence? To explain something, to recommend something, to compare something, to demonstrate something. Here, to compare. We have comparison here, lighter than. We have a comparison. Which material you use if you wanted to make something that was strong and very light? Strong and very light. Let's see. Plastic is very light, but it's very soft and hard. Plastic can be thin plastic bags that are light. soft and strong, but plastic can also be used to make when they are light, hard and strong helmet. So here the answer will be plastic. The answer will be plastic. In these passages, the author talks about hard things first, then soft, heavy things first, then light, cool things first, then warm things. He talks first about metal, very heavy, so starting from the heavier to the light one, it will be heavy things first, then light things. Heavy things first, then light things. In this passage, we learn about 5 different materials. Which of these materials do you think is best? Why? Here you can write a passage, okay, explaining your viewpoint. Just explain your viewpoint why certain or specific material is the best for you. Okay, we will leave this question for you. My dear student, we will stop here and see you in the next lecture. Bye bye, good luck.